ability to not get lost some sort of balance?
Thanks for inviting. I must say, I feel like a new man after visiting the park, and seems like Lynette has her eye on some... Oh, and did you see those weird mushrooms? Can we take home a few of those as well?
That might not be possible. These fungi have been specially trained, you know? They're like the stunt actors of the element. Are you sure about that? Paimon.
You were so bright. I could have taken you for an opera singer in full falsetto.
Farina, you're finally here!
Thank you. I am just as thrilled to be here as you are to have me. More seriously, I'm not the star this time. That's you two. Honestly, when I was first asked to approve the plans, I thought I never imagined that the Cheval Moran film Fantasyland would...
Yeah, thinking back
At this rate, who knows? Someday, and we have the two of you. I've suggested to several renowned directors that we award you in contrast to the Farina Award, which is more of a public honor. This title is a mark of true recognition from within the industry itself. A reflection of both outstanding achievement.
Wow, even
Come now, no need. Speaking of which,
did Paimon hear that right? Farina?
well, given that it bears the name of my dear friend Surintendant Cheval Moran, besides, the Morph Plus, it's a
Paimon always assumes. Then again, maybe Farina.
we are, all set to go. Now, let's take a stroll nearby.
These suggestions are surprisingly detailed. Choosing film prototypes, recreating the scene cutting process, budget management for costumes. Oh, Paimon's head. Also, nearly every single person we spoke to said they wanted to see Lady Farina perform.
To tell you the truth, I've no plans. Any star worth their salt knows when I take center stage, all the spotlights are on me. And rightly so. But as a guest, I should step back and So, instead of performing myself, I'd prefer to support you from behind the scenes. Perhaps as—
Hey, that's right!
Oh, wonderful! Then I shall give this role my very heart and once I've had a moment to prepare, we can meet up for a slice of— Have you ever considered starring in your own film? I can see it now.
As it happens, I'm already doing something similar. A brand consultant has been filming my training sessions with students and incorporate.
Oh, no. No. A documentary won't do. I'm talking about.
Before you finalize it, please let me review the culinary terms, especially.
Great! And actually, I think I'd like to bring in the Traveler and Paimon as.
No problem! That said, now that we've been granted Director Farina's approval, we'll really have to step up our game.
Excellent! The gâteau. I'll start drafting the script on. Seeing how would you like some fruit?
Adventure time! Off we go!
Bro!
Are you mimicking me?
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife!
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international...
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already
Oh, stop it.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon.
Come on.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic.
Why you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
For Kakuku.
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh.
So, you guys are...
He is. I'm just here as a responsible... It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe are worried.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right. But they still picked me to accompany you.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like...
Meaning everyone looks after you.
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi, guys. My name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible... So, what about Cuckoo? If he was here, we'd...
That's exactly...
Aoife, you're a big boy. You can handle yourself now, even without...
You think that... Anyway, suffice it to say, Cuckoo...
How so? He's so small, and all he...
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the...
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chap. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's...
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept...
Oh no, bro. Or rather... Did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going.
Which... That one?
Yup, that's the one. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but as for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying it.
Not like it's my fault, though.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a panicked animal running. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important duck.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's
For real now? Do you even...
Of course I'm for real.
All right. Everyone's an awesome-saurus. Well, but our priority right now should be to go in there and...
Leave it to us.
You sure?
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give...
Wait.
Well, then it's your call.
All right then. If Kakuku doesn't listen to you...
There you go. If he objects to that, tell...
He...
Nothing new there. What's all that commotion?
No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no. Bro!
He keeps repeating the same thing. Oh, you know one another.
friendly.
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important I'm just about done with my business here.
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some... If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. I take it there's been a further...
That's right. Very perceptive.
So you've met Nervalette before? What was...
I've seen his photo in the papers, but as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Oh, please, feel free to share any...
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official...
Oh, wow! Oh, no!
I believe he said... Or rather, I suppose he meant that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was...
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the...
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Wriothesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release...
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation...
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll...
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left.
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected... Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well, it's pretty
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. And, following on from our conversation just now, drafting said agreement may...
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kukuku.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we'd better get going.
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh, no. When I saw that Kukuku wasn't with you...
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kukuku... Sometimes you just have...
It's not that bad. Kukuku's fine. Still very...
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly reassured.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not... Kukuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so... But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kukuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
All right.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be...
What a shame. Oh well,
You don't look disappointed.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Yay! Problem solved! All right. Yeah. It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Mermon. Bad news, though.
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to...
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here! Huh? Okay, so, good mornings aside, please...
Of course. That's... Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convict.
It was nothing. These guys...
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese trap. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat. Inquiring where their goods were headed, the smugglers were very... But all this happened before I happened to notice...
Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid, supply and...
That's right. So stop giving...
Are they merchants? Have they come to find scarred face? Calloused hand. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knee. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this. Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal to smuggle such items outside Natlan.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform ports. So anyway, after an investigation,
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now.
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time.
Yeah, Kanish, you did.
In other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no...
Oh dear. Oh.
Sounds like Mr. Kukuku wants to...
He said this elusive individual's actions are positive.
It's a good observation. I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the...
It certainly seems like it was the only question is, why would...
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I want.
Huh? Oh, wow!
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There happens... In fact, if anything, it's probably the...
Ooh. Wait. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then... Since we did... Does that mean they... executed the hostage?
I agree. I don't believe selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnap. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks...
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused... The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film... Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rasula have a presence there. I'll bet that both...
That sounds like a plausible theory, but...
Looks like your people better start...
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a... The more routine we make it seem, the more likely this... And timing-wise, all we need now...
Ah, so that's what you meant. In that case, I may as well delegating this to someone else.
Or...
Is that really...
Well, looks like I won't be needed around...
You could always wait here if you like.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out. So...
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet. Speaking of pets... Yep, that's...
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such...
You're the best, bro! Oh, that really is good news! Travelers, should we bring...
I shall leave him in your capable hands. Indeed.
How?
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich!
Ugh.
Oh, nice.
Paimon feels strangely. You miss me, bro? Not you again.
Hey, other granny. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see.
Get it away! Get it away from me! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, let's go find something to eat while a How lives his best life.
Poor How. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to
Aoife, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Even hear yourself? Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kakuku got out of...
Don't lose hope, How. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now, too. You're still in the game?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will...
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for...
Why you? Between the two, Kakuku wins the cuteness competition hands down. Really? Wait, who are the other contestants, though? The lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if that... Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Hello, you.
Have there been any okay, well, the notice was only just posted.
Special Patrol, open up!
Ah! Who's there? What? The special
I don't think that's who this is.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes!
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts and uncles.
What? In the
Oh, he must be...
one of his owners. But... Bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kanich?
Somehow I highly doubt. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle...
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette?
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the special security.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show the people inside. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
So, Auroron, you said you were...
Yeah, so...
For real now? Oh, come on, bro. Auroron, be honest now. Were you the one who...
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to...
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun. All right then. So here's what went down. This morning, Aoife and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the palace. But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers. So he asked us to pretend to be the owners and...
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia.
Yes, at least I assume so. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Auroron. Paimon think... Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kukuku are keeping an eye on...
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
In that case, let's hurry over to where... Time to catch that con man and...
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon. You're
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroron to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brain, however, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich... Oh, and of course, we'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So, I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be your...
Roger that. Over and out.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza. Nothing suspicious. Strange.
Oh dear!
Stop with the pecking! Stop! Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and...
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the... This thing has...
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master...
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask...
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he interesting?
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was...
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize...
So, I got it. But I don't remember
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
Please don't do this, my good sir. My master, my lord...
His life hangs in the balance.
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me?
Are you trying?
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our
you're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you...
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the...
No, I mean, yes.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just...
I suppose I only have myself. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics and... As for the seller of this we've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coded ads and some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing. As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some more. Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet, that was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again. He replied. And do you know what he said?
Well, he wasn't lying about...
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for...
Feeling
smart now!
No, please go easy.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, and by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I'm so very...
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet, he told you to collect...
Well, to be honest, though, I can't claim to know him very well. He, on the other hand, seems to know... Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese...
Fair. That makes... So, Mr...
please...
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him, just like they do in those gangs? Oh, I get it.
Shh. Can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage.
Okay.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just, if we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone.
Oh, I see.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. All right, take the bomb. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement.
Such a hassle!
See, Mr. Kukuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat, out of respect for the traveler.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep... In that case...
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you wanna... then it's settled. Boy, am I glad that's over.
Judging by your expression...
It went smoothly, on the whole.
So basically, we hope...
Patience will be key.
I get that.
Well, if he didn't need them, on top of that, although he has... So, if you ask me, his every move is... Or... maybe he'll cut his loss. At least Natlan will get the stolen...
In that case, let's...
Everyone, I have just briefed the Morishose Phantom on the situation. When that time comes, we will be reliable.
We'll be waiting for the good... Novelet sent someone to contact us this morning! That must mean there's been some progress! No time to waste! Let's head out! Hey, everyone! We're not late, are we?
No, you're just in time. Well rested, I trust?
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
We received word from Mr. Argento. It'll take place this afternoon.
Oh, really? Huh. He should...
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event, the criminal might try to blend in with the crowd. In light of this, we've had to make a...
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site. If things go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority. Of course, fingers...
I noticed a bunch of...
We'll trust your instincts, then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also...
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a...
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier. You know what? That might not be such a... All right, no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant, but, well, I have a feeling things might not go... To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, and it's caused you quite enough trouble already. But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see... Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but just...
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate. Of course. There are still a lot of unanswered questions. Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might...
Well, that's enough of the small... The operations...
Oh, and let's grab something to eat, too! Can't work on an and root...
All right. I'll head over to the venue now. Hal's been harping... See you in a bit.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by the day! Traveler, Paimon's...
Your friend thought you might be thirsty. Won't you stay and drink it?
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
You're surrounded. Give up and come with...
You lousy swine!
Stop right there!
Oh, look! A surprise performance! Wow! How lucky we are!
After him!
Sorry, my guy. Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere.
Quick! Don't let him get away!
Be careful! Amazing!
Lowly worm! No one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord! Who's stealing my fun? Ah, you again! You're
All right, that's a wrap.
Unbelievable! You can't just drag someone around like that! Such blatant disregard.
Will you now? I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from me. As for whether you were facing up or down along...
Why, you... Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately knew I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only, but my son. I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate him. Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like... Please, I see you're from that land too. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out, and isn't standing together? Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please.
Something wrong?
I don't believe a word you... Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler.
A gambler? Me? Nonsense!
First of all, are you really from You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now. On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me?
Huh? What kind of logic? I can't explain. I actually grew up to...
I don't want to... How? Here's your chance.
Eat this, scumbag!
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks. I bet you're just a Fontanian pretending to be from Natlan. Of course, I might be wrong. But does that matter? I'm just here to arrest. Besides, prying the truth out of you is... Many thanks.
And me? What about me? Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
Don't worry. I'm fine.
Little Kaniche, don't start crying like a little babe.
What are you on about? Still, I suppose there's no point hiding. They're the most irresponsible people in the entire... They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin. Dilute, but we all know that even when it looks like you're getting... In the past, I also ended up paying a price for my father's gambling losses. Don't feel sorry for me. They say that people are shaped by their past. And since we should never punish ourselves. Instead, like when I first learned to use a grappling hook. Or the very first time I yearned for knowledge. Yeah, let's get going.
Yay! Traveler Kaniche, you're back! We just saw Chevron's taking the criminal away! She looked pretty pleased with herself. Oh, also, apparently the Mari show say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation. Anyway, that's for the Palais to... Hey, it's not like... Make sure you pick the best shots of Pie. Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that. Yeah, you're right. But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
What? Rumors and slander! When have I, the almighty Dragon Lord,
Often, actually. To be honest, at the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait, so I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little.
Now that things have reached this point, we should add
A pinch of salt?
a dash of pepper.
Brilliant.
Huh? You two aren't talking about a new dessert menu by any chance, are you?
Not dessert.
Oh, we're talking about... Oh, my dear partner, photographer, there's no room for dull scripts on my stage. Plot twists should strike the audience like a cloud of pepper, leaving them sneezing in...
The same logic applies in catering. I once heard Miss Emily mention that pepper could be used in perfume.
A peppery kick to...
Wow, the two of them seem to be... I'm struggling to imagine what a...
Well, well, what do we have here? A scoff. Oh, how exciting!
Is it just Paimon, or does it seem like everyone's...
Why shouldn't they be? When your hard work pays off, that's when you should celebrate. It's like a batch of fresh macarons. After all, if there's ever a time to pile on the sugar!
Pile on the sugar! And why are we piling on the sugar?
Lepine Pauline, of course!
You know,
Huh? Were you up?
I was indeed. Please accept this.
Oh, wow! It's a...
Since the film Fantasyland has been such a success, we built this park together brick by...
To be fair, it was mostly thanks to Miss Lepine Pauline.
That's right! And on top of that, Traveler, I'm offering you get to add a mustache. Bolognese sauce flavor. All right then. Great. Everything's all in order. So this is a day in the life of the Traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Alright, let's finish this fast. Take flight.
That was quick. Busted.
Tide rises!
Whirling snow.
Let's finish this next time.
Alright, let's finish
do this
fast.
then!
Bring it! Quietly now. Game's up.
Take flight.
Let's have fun, shall we?
Kamisato art. Soretsu. Teamwork is true.
War's over.
Ad Astra. Ad Astra. Thank you for blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it. Many times can appreciate its truth.